of the season against the Saints, 81-74. Looking to avenge that loss here and improve to 9-7 in the GLVC. The tip is won by Maryville, and we are underway here at the Myers Center at 3:21 Central Standard Time. Maryville shooting to our basket right as we sit at the top here, the Crow's Nest here at the Myers Center. Voss with it. He goes to his left. A sidestep and a three is missed by Jaden Smith. And the ball out of bounds, last touched by SBU. And as a matter of fact, that's going to be a foul on Quinn Nelson. That'll be his first. And bounds goes to Chisholm. Now it's Ingram with it. To his left. Palacios with it, the team best score at 14 points per game. On the drive, here's a layup up and good by Dwayne Voss. Dwayne Vass, as a matter of fact, is the name, not Voss. Either way, it's 2-0 Maryville. SBU with it. Look out for Mitch Ganote. He only needs 3 points to eclipse the 1,000-point plateau, but SBU won't get it there as Aiden Stone throws it out of bounds, intended for R.J. Crawford. One minute into half number one, and Bass gets fouled. Foul goes to R.J. Crawford, and already we played just over a minute, actually a minute and 2 seconds, and SBU has 2 fouls. And shooting two is Dwayne Vass, the 6'3 junior guard from Buffalo, New York, averaging 11.3 points per game. First of 2 is good. Vass, not a good free throw shooter at 52%. Usually don't see that out of a guard. Didn't show any struggles there as he goes 2 for 2 from the line and makes it 4-0 Maryville early on. Ganote to Nelson. No bounce to Franklin. Now Ganote to Stone. Aiden Stone to Mitch Ganote. Crawford with 12 to shoot. Looking for Franklin. Gets it there with 10 to shoot. Franklin to Crawford with 5, with 4. Crawford to Ganote. Ganote drives in. His shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Aiden Stone. Fresh 20 for SBU. Ganote to Nelson. He'll go cross court to Ganote. 10 to shoot. Franklin to catch and shoot 3. That's good. And SBU is on the board, 4-3. Inside, Vass dumps it off, and a shot is missed by Tutu Chisholm. But he was fouled hard on that drive and will shoot 2. Foul goes to Noah Franklin, that's his first. Chisholm, a 47% free throw shooter, coming in 23 of 49. First of 2 is good for Chisholm. Good start for Maryville from the free throw line. Now 3 for 3. And Maine mentioned they are not a good free throw shooting team, coming in at 65%. Shooting at 75%. Offensive rebound off the free throw miss. It leads to a Palacios 3. That is no good. In and out. Another offensive rebound, but it goes to the hands of Stone. Check that, not Stone, Franklin. Now Mitch Ganote goes the other way. Nelson down low. His shot off glass is good. Coach Shehai wanted to foul, but no call. Nelson makes the basket anyway, and it's 5-5. Vass with it. Gets a screen from Chisholm. Tries to go to Chisholm. That pass intercepted. SB the other way. And Ganote is called for an offensive foul. Oh, check that. It's going to be a foul on Jaden Smith of Maryville. The official pointed towards the west side of the court. And I thought it was going to be an offensive foul on Gano, but instead it's a foul on Jaden Smith. That's his first and Maryville's first. Nelson throws in to Gano. Off the bench, JT Morgan checks in for Maryville, along with Colin Schuler, has a dunk. It is up and down by Noah Franklin. (7-5) the score. Vass with it in the corner. Posting up RJ Crawford. Goes across. Morgan. Back it goes to Vass. 10 to shoot. Vass spins. Almost walked with it. Somehow finds a man that misses the shot. That's Morgan. SB the other way with numbers. Crawford wide open. 4-3. Yes. (10-5) SBU. And now Jaden Smith is called out of bounds. Now in is Trey Red, a 5'10 freshman from Bloomington, Illinois. Red on the season, a 2.1 point per game score. Gano trying to post up his man, goes inside. His shot is good. And Mitch Gano is now a point away from eclipsing 1,000 points. And now a timeout is called by Maryville and head coach Jesse Shaw. Comes with 15:58 left in half number one. SBU up 7, 12-5. Four minutes and 2 seconds into half number one. SBU up 12-5. Bearcats off to a red-hot start from the field at 83%, 5 for 6, and they are a perfect 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Right now their leading scorer is Noah Franklin. He has 5 points, and he is a perfect 2 for 2 from the field. Smith with it. He'll go to his left to Red. Using a screen, going to his right. Finds Smith. His shot in the lane is no good, but we have a foul. And it's going to go to Aiden Stone of SBU. And Jaden Smith will go to the line for two. Smith, a 7.1 point per game score. First of two is good. Smith, a very good free throw shooter, 14 of 16 for 88% coming in. He goes 2 of 2 there, makes it a 5-point game. And Dwayne Vass checks in. And Smith is awarded with a rest after making 2 straight free throws. Gano into the front court, finds Stone. Bounce pass to Gano. Pushing up his man Vass, finds Aiden Stone, open 4-3. Off the heel of the rim, no. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Mitch Gano. Five-point game, 12-7 SBU. Vass to his right, to Palacios. Red with it. Nelson on him. Red gets a screen. Nelson stays on Red with 14 to shoot. Morgan to his left. Now it's Palacios. Posting up R.J. Crawford, lost it for a moment. Ball loose with 3. Franklin can't corral it with 2. Franklin dives to the court and gets it to Nelson. Nelson with a one-on-one fast break. His layup is good. What a hustle play there by Noah Franklin and the Bearcats. (14-7) the score, SBU. Palacios a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Aiden Stone. Bearcats want to push tempo. Ganote finds Nelson. Nelson directing traffic. Goes to Stone. Now it's Crawford on the wing. His catch and shoot 3. No good. Rebounds Dwayne Voss. He goes coast to coast. Now goes to the corner to Morgan. Smith on the drive. His layup no good. Morgan gets the offensive rebound and goes up top. Schuler fakes a 3. Goes inside. His layup missed. Ball contested by SBU. Ganote the other way. He goes inside, evades a man, and misses the layup, but is fouled. And with one free throw here, Mitch Ganote will eclipse the 1,000-point plateau. Ganote with 999 points in his very illustrious career. His first free throw, no good. Missing the first for dramatic effect. Ganote, a 69% free throw shooter. 63 of 92. One more for the senior guard from Sewanee, Georgia, one of SBU's best. And he makes it, and there it is. Mitch Ganote, 1,000 points for the senior guard from Sewanee, Georgia. And he is the first ever Bearcat with 1,000 points, 500 rebounds, and 400 assists. Mitch Ganote, what a player and what a man he has been for SBU. Bass trying to go to work on Ganote. Rifles one to the corner for a 3 that is airballed. Saved in. SBU the other way. That last miss by Harrison Vickers. Bailey Crawford, a corner 3 in response, hits the side of the backboard. Maryville the other way. Down low, ball loose, out of bounds. Last touch by Tutu Chisholm. Into the front court. Jesse Shaw really barking at all 3 officials, as a matter of fact, after that last call, saying that there's some contact, but it's not being called. Ganote to Franklin. His catch and shoot 3. No good. Offensive rebound for a moment to Stone, but it's intercepted. Maryville the other way with Trey Red. He goes through 2 defenders to the rim, and his layup is no good, but Red is fouled. Foul goes to the sophomore, Drew McMillan. That's his first. And Red will shoot 2. First of 2 for Red, and an out. SBU brings back in Quinn Nelson, and in for the first time, Drennan Deakins and Jerry Abushanab, a pair of freshmen. Abushanab, a 6'6" freshman forward from Glendale Heights, Illinois, averaging 3.2 points per game. And Drennan Dinkins, one of the top reserves for SBU, as the second free throw was good. Dinkins, a freshman at guard at 6 foot even from Annapolis, Missouri, averaging 10 points per game. Earlier this year, he had 31 in a game in Bolivar. Abushanab down low, dribbles, finds Bailey Crawford. His reverse layup is rejected. Ball back to SBU. Ball swatted out of bounds by Tutu Chisholm. Ben Palacios now checks in for Maryville. 15-8 the score. Dinkins finds Nelson. Fakes, finds Franklin. Now to Abushanab. He goes in. His shot, no good. But Abushanab is fouled. And the freshman forward will go to the line for two. Abushanab, a 58% free throw shooter, 19 of 33. A 3.2 point per game score. First of two is good. He also averages 2.1 rebounds per game. RJ Crawford checks in for SBU. And Jaden Smith checks in for Maryville. Abushanab goes 2 for 2 there. 17-8 SBU. 12-12 left in the first. Vass trying to post up Drennan Dinkins from the corner. Nelson comes to double. Palacios back to Vass. 13 to shoot. He spins by Dinkins. Goes to the left for a Palacios three. That's good. (17 to 11). 11:45 left in the first. Dinkins to Nelson. Now Crawford. Dinkins. Screen from Crawford. 13 to shoot. Dinkins to Crawford. Now Abushanab to Nelson. Dinkins. Drives baseline. Fall away. Mid-range jumper. Good. It's hard to think this kid's just a freshman with how poised he looks, his scoring touch. Like we made mention, at one point this season, he put up 31 points in a game. As a three is up and good by Dylan Ingram. In a game against Lewis back on January the 7th, Drennan Dinkins scored 31 points. Abushanab drives in. His layup no good. The Saints the other way, down by 5, looking to make it a one-possession game with a bucket here. Vass spins off Dinkins, and his layup is good, and a blocking foul is called. So Bailey Crawford tried to draw the charge, but looked like he was either in the restricted area or out of position. And an and one free throw is upcoming for Dwayne Vass after this. 10:37 left in the first, and the score is 19-16 SBU. Matthew Frizzell back with you here at the Myers Center on the campus of Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, Missouri. Score 19-16 SBU. An and one free throw upcoming for Dwayne Vass. Right now, Vass, the leading scorer in the game, with 6 points for Maryville. He's 2 for 2 from the field. It is a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He also has 2 boards and an assist. And a Maryville effort who has thus far shot the ball okay, not good, but okay. 36% from the field, 4 of 11, 33% from 3, 2 for 6, and 6 for 8 from the free throw line for 75%. Vass for 1, and it is good. Back to a one-possession game, 19-17. Gano with JT Morgan on him, finds Nelson open for 3. Yes. (22-17), 10-14 left in the first. Vass posting up Gannot. He spins off Gannot, and his layup is up and good. Three-point game, 22-19. Nelson to Gannot. Crawford down low. Fakes, shoots, and scores. Five-point game, once again, 24-19. Down low it goes, and a shot is blocked. Dwayne Vass gets rejected as it hits the bottom of the backboard. Coach Jesse Shaw wants a foul call, but instead he'll get the ball back as SBU turns it over. Vass to the corner, Palacios a three. That's good. Check that. That is Jaden Smith for three, and it's 24-22. Gannot to Dinkins. Back to Gannot. 12 to shoot. Crawford thought about a three and lost the ball. Abushanab gets it with 5 to shoot. Nelson, 4-3, yes! Well, how many times have we seen that? The shot clock gets down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. You need a bailout bucket. And number 3 in white delivers once again. There's a layup down low that's up and good. Dwayne Vass now in double figures with 11. Nelson with 10 first half points. Dinkins, 4-3. A little too strong. Rebound to Dylan Ingram. Vass jogs it into the front court. We're due for a timeout at the next whistle. Vass gets a screen. Momentarily gets doubled. Rifles one to the wing for a Dylan Ingram three. That's no good. Dinkins, the rebound for SBU. He'll push for the offense. Gannot, a contested three. That's up and good. 1,003 points now for Mitch Gannot. 6-point game, 30-24. Vass gets it right back from Morgan. Morgan sets a screen. Up top it goes. Extra pass to the wing. Ingram down low. Morgan with one. This shot is altered by R.J. Crawford. SBU the other way. Dinkins, a fake. Now it's Gannot. And his layup is no good. Abushanab hits the ball high into the air. It falls back down to earth, and now Dwayne Vass has seen enough and will slow it down. And now an illegal screen is called on Maryville's J.T. Morgan, and that will draw a timeout here in Bolivar. 6:45 left in the first half. SBU up 6, 30-24. Back here at the Myers Center on the campus of Southwest Baptist University, and Jeff Morrow is now announcing that Mitch Gannot has eclipsed the 1,000-point mark, now sitting at 1,003 points with 6 points today. And Once again, I'll reiterate, Mitch Ganote, the only player in SBU history with 1,000 points, 500 rebounds, and 400 assists. Out of the timeout, it's SBU ball. SBU right now with 6 fouls. Maryville with 4 in this half. Ganote to McMillan. Catch and shoot 3. Drew McMillan. Yes, sir. The sophomore from nearby Republic, Missouri makes it 33-24. Red, down low, extra pass, Schuler. Palacios lost it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Into the basketball stanchion, 4 to shoot for Maryville. Here's a lob. Wasn't caught cleanly. Now it's rejected as Franklin rejects the shot. Nelson the other way. Finds McMillan open for 3. That's good. SB with their largest lead of the afternoon, 36-24. Red tries to dig into it, and he does with the layup and the foul. Foul goes to McMillan. That's his second. And Trey Red is at the line for 1. Red on the season, perfect from the line, but short sample size, 2 for 2. Red 1 for 2 today, so he's now 3 for 4. And he misses that one, so now 3 for 5. 10-point game for SBU, 36-26. McMillan thought about shooting it, but finds Nelson. Nelson finds Stone. 13 to shoot. Ganote in the corner. Finds McMillan. Ganote goes inside, fakes, shoots, misses, gets his own, and lost it, but was fouled in the act. And free throws are upcoming for Mitch Ganote. Foul goes to JT Morgan. That's his second. 5 team fouls now for Maryville in this half, and there's 5 minutes and 16 seconds left of it. First of 2 for Ganote. Left it a bit short. So it looked like someone opened a window or a door at an inopportune time for Ganote. One more for Ganote. That's more like it. 37-26, 5:12 left in the first. Right into the front court. To his left, Palacios. Red with 15 to shoot. Tries to fire one to the corner, but it's deflected and picked off. Nelson the other way. He finds Franklin. Now Ganote. To Crawford. 20 to shoot. Franklin to Nelson. Was open for a moment. Now we'll find Franklin. Posting up his man. His shot, no good, but Franklin is fouled. And the redshirt freshman from Cobden, Illinois, will head to the line for 2. Dylan Ingram with the foul. That's his second. SBU now in the 1-and-1 bonus, as that is foul number 6 for Maryville. Franklin for 2. First of 2 is no good. Franklin shooting it just a shade under 70%. 46 of 66 for 69.7%. One more for Franklin. And that one is good. Once again, gives SBU its largest lead of the afternoon at 12, 38-26. On the drive, here's a layup that's missed by Vass, altered by Franklin. SBU the other way with Crawford. He finds Dinkins. He fakes, shoots, misses. Tip rebound, controlled. 2-2-2 Chisholm. Saints the other way. Palacios to his left to Vass. Now goes back to Vass, and he loses it. Ball loose. Picked up by Harrison Vickers. He goes down low for a layup that is missed. Second chance, however, is up and good by 2-2 Chisholm. So it looked like Chisholm tried to go for a dunk, but may have gotten what they say rim stuff, but he got it right back and laid it up and in. Dinkins to Nelson. Stone sets him a screen. Vickers switches on to Nelson with 10 to shoot. Dinkins gets a screen from Franklin with 5. Dinkins, a turnaround jumper falling away. That's no good. Aiden Stone, the offensive rebound. Fresh 20 for SBU. Nelson thought about a 3. Instead drives in. His layup is good. "12 points for Nelson. He is a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Thrown out of bounds by Dwayne Vass. Miscommunication leads to a timeout here at the Myers Center. It comes with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left at half number 1. SBU up 40-28. .310 left in the first. SBU up 40-28. Bearcats with a great half shooting the ball. SBU shooting at 54% from the field, 14 of 26. 58% from 3, 7 of 12. And 63% from the free throw line, 5 for 8. Quinn Nelson leads all scorers. SBU and otherwise with 12 points, and he has a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. It is SBU ball out of the media timeout. Dinkins to Crawford. R.J. Crawford, the senior. Check that, the junior from Houston, Texas. Goes to the freshman, Drennan Dinkins. Now, Aiden Stone finds Nelson. Thought about the 3. Instead goes to Crawford. Jab step in, a 3 by Crawford. Left short. Crawford gets his own and hands it off to Stone. Agoshanab to Nelson at the Bearcat logo. 13 to shoot. Dinkins to Abushanab. His catch and shoot 3. High arcing 3, up and good. Now a 15-point lead for SBU, their largest lead of the afternoon. 43-28. Bounce pass Schuler. Picks up his dribble. Finds Vass. He goes in. Gets doubled. Steps. Now it's Palacios in the corner with 4 to shoot. Great defensive possession by the Bearcats. With 1, here's a shot, and a blocking foul is called as Jerry Bushanab tried to draw the charge on Jaden Smith. For Bushanab, that's his first. And the foul was in the act of shooting, so it's 2 free throws for Jaden Smith. Smith now with 5 points in this half, looking for 6 and 7. Gets number 6 there with a free throw make. Bearcats now with 8 fouls in this half. Maryville with 6. Maryville Saints with 6. Second one, no good. Offensive rebound to Maryville. Vickers finds an open man for 3, and that is up and good by Jaden Smith. And timeout called by Coach Shehai and the Bearcats. He is obviously upset. That's been a couple times now where SBU has given up an offensive rebound on a free throw miss, and it has burned them in the past, and it just burned them there. And Shehai wants to talk it over. 1:56 left in the first. SBU at 43-32. One minute and 56 seconds left in the first. Matthew Rizzo back with you here at the Myers Center on the campus of Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, Missouri. Bearcats with the ball after the timeout called by Coach Clark Shehai and the SBU Bearcats. Both teams now with 3 timeouts left. Franklin down low, and he's grabbed from behind. And that's going to be a foul on Jaden Smith, and Maryville contests that Smith was grabbing the ball, not Franklin. And Noah Franklin will shoot 2. Actually, check that. He'll shoot 1 and 1. Franklin with 6 first half points. Now a 7. And he will shoot 2. Trey Red checks in as Jaden Smith disgustingly goes to the bench. Franklin's second one is good. 45-32. 1:35 left in half number 1. Bass hands off to Schuler. Cross court it goes. Red to his left. Vickers fakes a 3, goes inside, and his layup is missed. Ganote the rebound for SBU. Nelson thought about a 3. Now finds Crawford. 1:10 left in the first. Ganote to Nelson. Gets a screen from Franklin. Finds Ganote with 12 to shoot. Nelson open for 3. Air ball. Nelson kind of turns towards Colin Schulen saying, hey, did you tip that? Whether he tipped it or not doesn't matter. It's still Maryville ball. Down low it goes, and a layup is missed by Red. Bearcats the other way. Crawford, breakaway layup up and good. Shot clocks and game clock separated by about 7 seconds. Vass looking to drain off the shot clock and get one last good shot for Maryville. SBU has the possession here. We haven't had a jump ball in this half. Vass inside, loses it. SBU the other way. Ganote loses it. It's saved in. Now with 2 and with 1. Palacios from half court, in and out. And that will end half number 1 with SBU up by their largest margin, 15-59 tomorrow in Sunshine, and then 55-57. And then on Wednesday, supposed to be in the mid to upper 60s. So may have to hit the greens that night or that day and maybe get ready for the spring and summer on the golf courses. But we're playing basketball here, and it's 47-32 SBU. Bearcat shooting to our basket right. Nelson, catch and shoot 3. Yes, sir. Nelson now 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. He has 15 points. 50-32 SBU. And now we have a foul as Tutu Chisholm gets whacked. And he'll go to the charity stripe for 2. Foul goes to the aforementioned Nelson. That's his second. Chisholm on the year, a 47% free throw shooter, 23 of 49. First of 2 is no good. Chisholm wears uniform number 23 on the black and red Maryville unis. One more and it's good. 50-33, 19:33 left in the second half. Stone to Crawford. RJ Crawford to Aiden Stone. Now Nelson. It's a screen from Franklin. Crawford. Goes to Gannott. Now it's Franklin to Stone. 5 seconds. Nelson to catch and shoot 3. No good. Rebound to Maryville. Poked out of bounds by Mitch Gannott. One minute into half number 2, 50-33 the score. Palacios to his left to Vass. Gets a screen from Chisholm. Now a bomb from 3. No good that time. Shot missed by Jaden Smith. Crawford to Nelson. Now Franklin. Dribbling down low. And his one-handed shot no good. Dylan Ingram skies high for the rebound. Saints the other way. Bass almost lost it. Now goes to Smith, who goes to Ingram. Vass in front of the Maryville bench, drives on Nelson, kicks to the corner. Palacios to 3. That's good. Back to a 14-point game, 50-36. And now an offensive foul is called. And it's going to be on Noah Franklin. Franklin with 2 fouls, and now SBU with 2 fouls. Bass with it. Down low it goes, and a jam. Slammed down by Tutu Chisholm. Nelson to Franklin. Now Gannott to Crawford. Franklin, 13 to shoot. Finds Stone, now it's Gannott. 10 to shoot. Franklin with 5, with 4. And the ball is poked out of bounds off the body of Ben Palacios. SB with 2 to shoot. Now in is JT Morgan and Harrison Vickers. JT Morgan, a 6'7 junior from Detroit, Michigan, and Harrison Vickers, a 6'4 junior from St. Louis, Missouri. Gannott with 1 on the clock fires up a prayer just beyond the hash mark, and it's no good. Maryville the other way, down by 12. Vass gets a screen from Vickers. Goes inside, gets cut up by Crawford trying to post up. Crawford. A bounce up top for a 3. That is good by JT Morgan. And what was an 18-point game is now just a 9-point game. 9-0 run by Maryville. Nelson to Franklin. 11 on the shot clock. Stone to Crawford. A bomb from 3 by Crawford. That's good. 12-point game. Now the ball is deflected out of bounds by Menchikino on a pass intended to Jaden Smith. Jerry Bushinov and Drake Millen check in for SBU. As for Maryville, Trey Red checks in. And also in a late sub, Dylan Ingram checks in. Palacios, a one-handed shot. That's no good. Ganote sprints into the front court. Goes inside, and a foul is called. Foul on Maryville, and that brings a timeout here at the Myers Center. 15:59 left in the second half. SBU up 12, 53-41. $15:59 left in the second half. 53-41 the score in favor of SBU. Right now in this half so far, Maryville outscoring SBU 9-6. Bushinov taking it out. Bushinov sets him a screen. Now it's Nelson taking out for three. Yes. 15-point game, 56-41. Morgan on to Bushinov. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Palacios. Nelson switches on him. Palacios up top. JT Morgan lost it for a moment. Gets it right back with 5 to shoot. Actually, this is Palacios. His shot over Nelson, no good. Rebound to Drake Millen. Ganote the other way for SBU. Ganote finds Nelson open for three. Yes! That's assist number 9 for Ganote. And it's now 18 points for Quinn Nelson. Palacios throws out beyond the arc. Hands it off to Ingram. Vickers with 7. Ganote hounding him. Ball to the corner for an Ingram 3. That's good. (59-44). Ganote into the front court. His layup, high off glass, up and good. And now timeout called by Jesse Shaw and the Maryville Saints. SBU up 61-44. Back with more after this on the GLVC Sports Network. Alongside our camera operator Jermaine Lewis and our director Jack Pitts, Matthew Brazel with you here at the Myers Center on the campus of Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, Missouri. SBU up 61-44, and Quinn Nelson, like he has done so many times in his career as a Bearcat, leading the way for SBU. He has 18 points on an efficient 7 of 9 shooting performance. He's also 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. Bearcats going in a 2-3 zone here. Good passing by Maryville, and it leads to a rejection, but a foul is called, and a late foul at that. R.J. Crawford fouls Tutu Chisholm. Chisholm at the line for 2. SBU fans thought that was a clean block, but the official saw it differently. Chisholm at the line for 2. That's team foul number 3 for the Bearcats in half number 2. First of 2, no good. And you can hear the people who play basketball watching this saying, "Ball don't lie." One more, and it's good for Chisholm. 61-45. Gano goes between 2 defenders. Stops, finds McMillan. Now it's Gano again with 17 to shoot. Nelson to McMillan, catch and shoot 3. Drew McMillan, no good. Board tip to Chisholm. Outlet it to Red. He goes inside. His shot is good. (61-47), 13:25 left in the second half. Going up to Crawford. 18 to shoot. Abushanab to Nelson. And now we have a foul, and it's going to be against Trey Red. Trey Red picks up his second, and that is Maryville's second of the half. Noah Franklin and Bailey Crawford check in for SBU. Ganote to Franklin. Now it's Ganote. Directing traffic, finds Nelson. He's doubled, but now it's Ganote. Franklin to Nelson with 5 to shoot. Nelson to Franklin. His layup is good. .45 and counting left in the second half. Red on the drive. His shot is good. Gano, with a tempered pace, jogs into the front court. Finds McMillan, gets a screen from Franklin. McMillan gets doubled. Somehow gets out of it to Franklin. Now it's Nelson. Nelson down low to Crawford. His reverse layup, no good. Franklin couldn't corral the second chance. Maryville with the 5-on-4 the other way if they hurry. 3, no good by Ingram. SB the other way. Crawford on the drive. His shot is good. .16 game. Red almost lost it into the hands of Vickers, being guarded by Nelson. Now it goes back to Red. 10 to shoot. Red, a step back 3. Yes. Nelson open, drives in, kicks to McMillan. Corner 3, McMillan, no good. Rebound to Chisholm, and now Trey Red will slow it down, walking into the front court. Due for a timeout the next whistle. Red goes inside. His shot's rejected by Franklin, but a late whistle and a foul is called. And they're going to give the foul to Drew McMillan. That's his third, and that will draw a timeout here in Bolivar. 65-52. Bearcats with the lead. Back with more after this on the Great Lakes Valley Conference Sports Network. SBU up 65-52 as we welcome you back here to the Myers Center on the campus of Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, Missouri. Matthew Rizal alongside. Quinn Nelson still the leading scorer for SBU with 18 points, leading scorer in the game as a matter of fact. 3 other Bearcats have scored in double figures. Mitch Gannott has 12 points and 10 assists for a double-double. RJ Crawford also has 10, and Noah Franklin has 10. Out of the timeout, it's Trey Red at the line for 2. Red with a good afternoon with 10 points in this one, and Red only a 2.1 point per game scorer. Makes the first of 2. The last foul goes to Drew McMillan. That's his third. Second one is a miss by Red. And it's a 12-point game. 65-53. Nelson to Crawford. Now it's Nelson to Bailey Crawford. Bailey Crawford to Noah Franklin. Franklin rifles one to the wing to Dinkins. He gets doubled momentarily. Now goes to Nelson with 6 to shoot. Nelson with 5, in with 4. Nelson tries to get to Crawford with 1. And Crawford fires up a prayer, but he didn't get off in time and actually went in. Good team defensive possession there by Maryville. (65-53), 10:26 left in the second. There's a shot that is no good by Red, but he is fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2. For Bailey Crawford, that's his second. Red for 2. First of 2 is good. SBU now with 5 fouls in this half. Maryville with 2. One more, and it's missed by Red. He does make it an 11-point game, however. Dinkins to Nelson. Now it's Crawford. Franklin to Nelson. Nelson goes in, gets doubled, finds Franklin, and he misses the jam. There was some contact there, but no call. Vass with it. Maryville looking to cut it to single digits. It's a miss, but the putback is up and in by J.T. Morgan. 65-56, 9:35 left in the second half. Maryville showing some signs of life here as SBU has gone scoreless the past 2 minutes. Crawford finds Nelson. Now Dinkins with 8 to shoot. Franklin fakes the 3, now goes to Nelson. 4 to shoot. Nelson tries a 3 and misses. Franklin the offensive rebound. He finds Nelson open for 3. No good. 9-point game, 65-56. SBU with the lead. Morgan fakes a three, goes in, and his shot is missed. He gets his own. Ball on the ground. It's loose and saved in. Maryville with possession. Now it's thrown off the knee of Noah Franklin. Metchnot and Aiden Stone check in as Bailey Crawford and Drennan Dinkins go to the bench. And from Maryville, Dylan Ingram and Tutu Chisholm. Palacios posting up Nelson with 8 on the shot clock. Palacios jumps, and his shot is no good, but he's fouled. For Nelson, who picks up the foul, that's his third. SBU now out of fouls to give. They've committed 6. Maryville only with 3 fouls in this one. Or only with 2 fouls, I should say, in the second half. Well, it's now 65-58. Gano to his right. Bass on him. He finds Nelson. 16 on the shot clock. Stone to Crawford. RJ Crawford, the Bearcat logo, gets a screen from Franklin. With 5. Crawford a pull-up mid-ranger. Up and good. Under 8 to play in the half. Crawford pushes the margin back up to 9 for SBU. Vass bounced it down low. 2-4 under for Chisholm. Now here's a layup high off glass. Good by Trey Red. Red having a fantastic night with 14 points. I remind you, he's only a 2.1 point per game scorer. Now whistling a foul on Trey Red. That's his third, Maryville's third, and that brings us to a timeout. 7:26 left in the second half. What once was an 18-point game in favor of SBU has now turned into a 7-point game for SBU. It is 67-60 in favor of the Bearcats. Back here at the Myers Center on the campus of Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, Missouri, 67-60 the score. I mentioned at one point it was an 18-point game with 15:07 left in this second half. SBU had a 59-41 lead, but in the previous 4 minutes and 26 seconds, along with other scoring runs in this half, Maryville has drawn it to within 7. Aiden Stone gets rejected from behind. There was some contact there, but no call, and Shihai is pleading with the official that there was, but to no avail. It's still SBU ball. Shot clock at 12. Inbound to Nelson. Nelson digging out with 5 to shoot. With 3. Crawford gets a screen from Franklin, goes inside. Fall away shot, well contested, no good. Franklin, the second chance, tip no good. Third chance is good, and the foul. Noah Franklin, the hoop and the harm, and a chance at 3 points the old-fashioned way. Last foul to Dylan Ingram. That's his third, and Maryville's fourth. And one free throw good. And it's 70-60, under 7 to play in the second half. Vass down low. Chisholm back to Vass. Ingram to Vass. Thought about a three. Goes up top to Smith. And a foul is going to be called on Mitch Gannett. Shockingly, that's only the first foul of the day for Mitch Gannett. And now puts Maryville in the 1-and-1 bonus. The front end of the 1-and-1 is no good by Jaden Smith. RJ Crawford clears the board for the Bearcats. Gannett to Nelson. Crawford to Franklin. Nelson goes in, spins, scoop layup, good. Nelson now with 20 points. Bass to his right. He gets it right back from Ingram. He goes inside. Try to get it down low to Chisholm, but it's poked out of bounds. Palacios posting up Crawford. He fires one to the arc. Ingram now for three. No good. Rebound. And out of bounds. Diving for the ball. Choo-Choo Chisholm turns it over. JT Morgan and Harrison Vickers check in for Maryville. Crawford up top, will bounce to Stone. Now it's Nelson. Catch and shoot three. Quinn Nelson, yes sir. "23 points for Quinn Nelson. Now he just needs 16 more points for SBU's all-time leading mark. Ball to bounds, last touch by SBU. Palacios with it, he gets doubled. Bounces to Smith. Now it's Red with 7, with 6. A ball from 3, no good by Smith. Long rebound, and out of bounds is Harrison Vickers. Ball back to SBU. Meyer Center falls to a lull. As we wait, say Maryville had 6 players on the floor, but you're only allowed 5 in the GLVC, and mostly throughout all of basketball. Be very interesting to see basketball if it's not 5-on-5. Stone to Nelson. Oh, nice move, and a sidestep three by Nelson. Oh, what a shot! Quinn Nelson filling it right now. He has 26. Left side it goes for a 3. That is no good. Gannett the rebound. He'll slow it down. Looking for Nelson. He fakes. You know he wants to shoot it right now. He has the hot hand with 26 points. They're trying to get it to him. Crawford posting up his man. A fadeaway jumper up and good. And SBU now pulling away with this one, up 80-60, their largest lead of the game. There's a bomb from three by Vickers. That's no good. Rebound to R.J. Crawford. Ganote to Crawford. His three. Yes! SBU on a 16-0 run in their previous 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And now Maryville turns it over again. Bearcats the other way with Nelson. It's a 16-0 run for SBU in their previous 4 minutes and 12 seconds, and an 18-4 run in their previous 6 minutes and 14 seconds. Crawford another three. No good. Red the other way. Vass stopped, goes down low. Vickers, his shot is deflected off an SBU player, and that will draw our final media timeout of this one, and what should be the final timeout of the game. SBU has blown it open, and they're enjoying their largest lead of the game, which is at 23. 83-60 the score, 2:40 left in half number 2. Matthew Brazell back with you here at the Myers Center. 83-60 the score. Quinn Nelson lighting it up like he's done all of his career with 26 points. And also during his career being very efficient. He is 10 of 14 from the field and is 6 for 10 from three. He's now just 13 points away from being SBU's all-time leading scorer. Here's a layup off the timeout. That's something good by Dwayne Vass. Maryville now applying some full court pressure. Stone into the front court. SBU content to drain some clock here. And put the finishing touches on what will be their 17th win of the season. As Noah Franklin slips. Coach Shehai wanted to foul, but to no avail. And real quickly, a sub in as Trey Red checks in. So SBU will improve to 17-7 on the season. They are 9-7 in the GLVC. Maryville will fall to 14-11, and they are going to be 7-10 in the GLVC. Red, one-handed shot, no good. Aiden Stone skies high for the board, and gets it to Crawford, who goes to Ganote, and back it goes to Crawford. Coach Shehai with a fresh 5 of players at the scores table at the next whistle. Nelson for three. No good. 1:42 left in the second. On the drive. Here's a shot that's swatted. R.J. Crawford with the volleyball spike on Trey Red. And that will bring out the full line change for SBU. Bailey Crawford, Trenton Dinkins, Jerry Abushinov, Drew McMillan, and Brandon Eccles check in as SBU starting five goes to the bench and gets a very nice round of applause from the Bearcat faithful here. And now Coach Jesse Shaw will empty his bench. Colin Schuler checks in. Here's a lob, and the catch is missed by Jake Peterson. He's in for his first action. The ball goes out of bounds. So a good opportunity here for SBU's reserve to get some in-game action. Maybe work on some plays that you really can't simulate in practice. And, of course, there's the old adage in which you can't really simulate game experiences, and you can always learn the most from in-game experience. And we got another foul. Foul goes to Jaden Smith. That's his fourth. Maryville applying full court pressure. Ball loose. Dinkins picks it up, and he's fouled by Dinkins. Or check that. Smith fouls Dinkins. Check that. That's Trey Red. And Drennan Dinkins will shoot the 1-and-1. And Dinkins having really an historic year from the free throw line. First of two is good. Dinkins coming in 77 of 81 for 95%. And he goes 2 for 2 there. .90 seconds left in the second half. Catch and shoot three. No good by Schuler. Now we're going to have a whistle and the foul go against Maryville. And now free throws the other way for Bailey Crawford. And you wonder, whenever it's a 23-point game, when you just put the whistles in your pocket and let it play out. But, of course, you get paid to officiate the full 40 minutes of the game, not 39 minutes and 20 seconds. And one free throw, no good. Or the front end of a 1-and-1 is no good. On the drive, here's a layup. Up and good by Jake Peterson. McMillan with the inbound. He'll get into the front court to Dinkins. And it's Crawford now to McMillan. Crawford open for three, won't shoot it. Now Bushnab has it. He finds Eccles. He spins. He shoots, and he misses. But he is fouled, and Brandon Eccles will go to the line for two. Eccles really the fourth forward on the depth chart for SBU. Of course, behind the likes of Noah Franklin, Aiden Stone, and Jerry Abushanab, but Eccles sometimes gets some valuable minutes whenever Abushanab or Franklin or guys of those nature get into foul trouble. Timeout called by Maryville in a 21-point game. 49 seconds left in the second, 85-64, SBU with the lead. Eccles makes the second one. It's 86-64. Shot down low, missed by Vickers. Offensive rebound, and the putback is missed on the second chance by Colin Schuler. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 3 seconds. Abushanab with it. He goes to McMillan. One of the Bearcats will shoot this one. And they won't have to worry about it as Abushanab gets tripped and will go to the line for 2. Last foul goes to Harrison Vickers. That's his second. 10th team foul, so it's 2 free throws now for SBU the rest of the way as Abushanab makes the first of 2. Second one by Abushanab, in and out. Loose ball, and now Brandon Eccles commits a foul. Like the effort, but now we're going to have 1 and 1 the other way for Maryville. So looking ahead for Maryville, they will fall to 14-11 and 7-10 in conference play as Schuler makes the first of the 1 and 1. Their next action will be 2 tough games as they continue to try to somehow get to the GLVC tournament as Schuler goes 2 for 2. They will be squaring off against UMSL on February the 16th, against Missouri S&T February the 18th, and against McKendree on February the 23rd. Those games all home games. But in their final road game of the regular season, they fall to SBU by a final score of 80.